we are in the game itself, and let's jump into the series right here, right now. And our first player, obviously, to be introduced, it is the yellow Protoss player playing for MIA. Give it up for CheeseKing. And his adversary, his enemy, nemesis, and his, well, Zerg opponent. It is the red-colored one. Give it up for sprEEEzy. And I have no idea what this means. Who the hell is this? And I want an explanation. Who the hell is this? I think that's Splicho, isn't it? I think, I'm not sure. And okay. Okay, then it's Splico, okay, and I assume that is sprEEEzy right there. I'm not sure, I wouldn't say it's sprEEEzy. Definitely looks like a sprEEEzy. I think that is sprEEEzy. So yeah, Splico and sprEEEzy. I didn't know you two are married, guys. Congratulations. And thank God you have the open-mindedness, you know, that you're not, you know, enclosed into your secret societies and whatnot. It's definitely better to be open and, you know, to open yourself up to the people. But yeah, okay, no, enough joking around. We are on Polar Night, ladies and gentlemen, and this is the semi-finals, a best-of-3 series, obviously, with CheeseKing versus sprEEEzy. We have the pull on the way for sprEEEzy, gas being mine as well. And what I'm thinking about right now, what is gonna happen here? Who is gonna be the Cheesy? Who's gonna be the sprEEEzy? Now, with the gas being mined for sprEEEzy, he's definitely looking to get that gas, well, that speed earlier on. So I would assume that he's gonna try and poke around CheeseKing's main a little bit. As you can see, CheeseKing with the Mothership Core running around naked. And he probably has a Pleskavica in his hand as well. Maybe some double cheeseburgers from McDonald's. I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if I would see him. I would just be like, oh, okay, that's CheeseKing. Nothing new. Of course, from sprEEEzy's side of the map, what do we have? Well, speed as predicted, more drones on the way, and look at that, a 4-gate on the way for CheeseKing, kind of predictable, you know, predictable, to be honest here. And CheeseKing, he has been scouted. sprEEEzy knows what he's playing up against. The question is, does he know how to react to it? Now, what CheeseKing would be able to do is cancel 2 of the gateways, pull down a Forge and a Stargate, and play it like a little bit of a, you know, dickhead, but why would you if you don't need to? In either case, we do have the 4-gate in place for CheeseKing. sprEEEzy knows that he cannot take a quick third, and he's also building double spine, so that's also showing us that he's a little bit afraid of what CheeseKing has to offer, because CheeseKing might offer you some cheese, and I don't think anyone would like that. In any case, proxy pylon's already going down behind the fort base with the rocks, behind the, well, at the left side of the natural, and we already see Lings running around trying to find an opening. They might find the first pylon, yes they will, but the Zealots have already warped in, so sprEEEzy is out of time. He needs to do something here. He's got more Lings on the way, and CheeseKing, well, he sees no third base, so he's like, oh, okay, no third, well, I'm cool with that. The double spine will immediately prompt CheeseKing to run away, and we should be seeing well, a couple of more weapons, yes, come in. Maybe we might see an engagement, and if we will be seeing an engagement, this could be devastating for sprEEEzy here, because he's got a very low link count, and he's also losing a lot of links. sprEEEzy, a big mistake there, and here comes CheeseKing. He's gonna prove himself that he is ready for this, and he's gonna move in and start attacking. The drones being pulled as well. sprEEEzy here, I think he has enough. The spines should be holding for the time being, but the problem is the drones are dying behind this. Although only 3 drones have been sniped, that's actually not that bad. 21 drones and 21 Lings and 3 drones and 4 Zealots have been killed, which is not much, to be honest, for these guys, but you know, small pause as we can see from sprEEEzy. And Zmirko, gay is okay, exactly. We accept everyone and anyone, even if you're alien, even better then, you know. And anyway, CheeseKing with another attack ready. I don't think he should be poking in here though. There's way too many Zerg there, and a nice time warp, so he can't really fall back now. He can't really run by, well, not run by, but he can't recall, and he lost another 4 zealots now. So that's 8 zealots in total. Resources lost, as we could see, is not as high though. Still in favor of CheeseKing. And at home behind us, he's already getting up with the Forge and Robotics facility. So we all are going to see a cannon, well, not a cannon rush, but a mortar all-in follow-up behind this. The third base still nowhere to be found by sprEEEzy. And that is giving me a little bit of a chill down the spine, because that means without a third base, he might be forced to do something naughty. And he is going for Spire, of course, which does require the 5th and 6th gas. The problem is, though, CheeseKing is not going to allow for the third to go up. As you can see, a wall of links running around, trying to find an opening, not going to be too successful. And at this point, sprEEEzy, I think let's see if he said, yeah, he had seen the robotics facility, so he knows it is probably Mortal all in behind us. Look at that Nidus Worm and Roach Worm on the way for sprEEEzy. Okie dokie, he wants to do something special here. The Nidus position, though, is a little bit... Whoa, what's... 1 sec. What? There was a big earthquake right now. Everything was shaking. I don't know what happened. Whoa. Everything was shaking like mad, man. Okay, should be okay now, I think. In that case, going back into this game, we have a Nidus play from sprEEEzy, as we could see here, and CheeseKing has a blind spot in his main. This could be his doom, the impending doom of CheeseKing. sprEEEzy running around, he's seeing where he needs to pull that down, and he will be scouted though. So right now, there's no Nidus that can be hidden in the main of CheeseKing. More links adding up to the count of that. CheeseKing still in the dark of this Nidus coming his way, and here comes the Nidus. CheeseKing right now completely unaware of this, and this could be a quick game right now. He's gonna go for double Spire play, for double Stargate play with Phoenix. Oh no, this could be game ending. sprEEEzy, he's gonna be right now very happy with this, and here comes the big fight. And right now CheeseKing is very worried. He is very not happy about this. He is recalling with the zealots though, so that's good. But this will prompt sprEEEzy to take the third base. Although, wow, pylons everywhere. What? Okay. No third for sprEEEzy, I guess. And CheeseKing actually magically holds this with only losing 3 probes. What the hell? How does he manage to lose only 3 probes when there's a ton of lanes in your main? I don't know, but it's funny. And we do have Twilight Council on the way for CheeseKing as well, with the robotics bay follow-up. So... let's see what exactly will that mean. And well, CheeseKing still, well, what? I didn't even see that. A third base on the way for CheeseKing already. He's got 54 probes against 45 drones. And the problem for CheeseKing is basically, no, the problem for sprEEEzy is he can't establish a third base. Simply, he cannot establish a third base. There is no way, no how he can. You see the Phoenixes running around. They're trying to find an opening. They will maybe lift up the Queens, I don't know. But here comes the big fight now, and this is going to get very dangerous for sprEEEzy very soon. A lot of links dying. And this is very bad right now. CheeseKing currently in a dominant position. The economy is just raging on for him. Like a raging hard-on. It is not stopping, and we see the third base is gonna be denied again. And sprEEEzy still left on 2 base economy with, wow, that's a lot of spines. We have the Colossus joining this party now, so we will be seeing those lasers and things running around. And Blink as well being researched, High Templar Archives being added up, so we will be seeing Storm in this party. But the thing is, I am a little bit worried for sprEEEzy still. Although he has a big army, he can definitely kill this one. There's a small Protoss contingent. The thing is, without a third base, he can't really keep up with his production. His economy is not going to be enough. His overall situation is way too much. He is at 42 drones, which is actually, well, actually not situation. It is his current situation is very bad. We see he's moving out on the map now. CheeseKing sees the army, sees where sprEEEzy is, so he should be pulling all forces down to the third base. He already has a couple of cannons and something to defend there, but the question is, will it be enough? I think it should be. The Colossi should be enough, and look at those force fields catching a lot of Hydra's behind. And this is not a good spot for sprEEEzy right now. He's even bringing through with the queens, and this is looking like it just might be straight out. Well, not actually GG. Still, there's Hydralisk on the right hand side. I didn't even see them. The second Colossus joining this party. No Colossus range just yet, so those Colossus have to go in close and personal. But the third base nowhere to be found for sprEEEzy. And he's running out of options because the supply gap is just gonna keep on rising. As you can see, CheeseKing is still in a dominant position. The economy is just not gonna stop, and I don't know. This is not looking good right now for our red Zerg. We see the Corruptors are now on the way, so sprEEEzy really getting everything down from 2 base. But the supply is telling the story. We see Storm, I think, no, Storm not yet on the way. We do have +3 weapons though. More Colossus, more gateways, and CheeseKing right now is just like having a little bit of fun, I guess, because there's no way to stop him at this point. There's just no way to stop him. He's even building void. Well, he is building voiders because of corruptors, obviously, but still, this is not looking good for sprEEEzy. He's finally establishing his third base, but here comes CheeseKing. He's gonna push on through. The Colossus are still alive. The corruptors getting sniped, and the spine wall simply disintegrates. And this is devastating for sprEEEzy. Really is. We should be seeing the Colossus jump up. Well, not jump up, but ramp up, go up the gateway. And we see, oh, the Stalker's going to go for the Spire there. sprEEEzy, no more Corruptors for you, Mr. sprEEEzy man. This is already a bad luck sign. And we see the army of sprEEEzy actually hunting down CheeseKing's Colossus. And that's probably, well, a good choice there. But the question is, how much can they really do here? The force fields are still available, as well as the recall and everything else. And here comes the big fight now. This is going to be the decider, and sprEEEzy, I think, will be forced to GG. Yes, indeed. And CheeseKing takes game number 1 into his favor with a well played game. I guess. GG, well played. And okay, speaking of which, we're gonna have game 2 coming up shortly. I just need to check out what the hell was that tremor, if there was anything around the house maybe, because that was a very sizable tremor I felt, and didn't feel cool, man. Like my whole desk was like shaking. One sec. We'll be continuing with game 2 though in 10-20 seconds, don't worry. Well, the story is, apparently my dad decided to activate his subwoofers and basically his whole hi-fi set he just got from repairs, and yeah, well, that was the cause of the tremor. And mind you, he is 2 stories below me in a house. So yeah, I think it's safe to say that that was a scarecrow right there. But yeah, music is, I guess, quite fun when very loud. Well, in any case, we are in game number 2, and we are introducing our first player, who is going to be the yellow Zerg, playing on the top left corner. It is sprEEEzy. And of course his opponent bottom right, it is the blue Zerg. Yeah, this is Zerg, by the way. Blue Protoss, give it up for MIA, CheeseKing. And CheeseKing on Daedalus. Wow, we are actually on Daedalus Point. Wow, okay, Daedalus Point. Okay. Let me get my head straight. Daedalus Point is our now second map, and I presume it was chosen by sprEEEzy. Which means that CheeseKing is probably going to look to end it as quickly as possible, since Daedalus Point is not particularly Protoss' favorite map, and quite on the opposite, I might add. It's pretty much Zerg heavy favorite map. And as we can see, CheeseKing is scouting around, trying to see when the first, when the pool will come down. He sees it going down at 14, so he knows basically that sprEEEzy is going to play safe. So Cannon Rush not going to be really a viability for CheeseKing, as we could see that the pylon is in the low ground. Actually, he still goes for the Forge first, interestingly enough, which obviously is not a needed response let me put it like this. Forge first does not necessarily mean it's a Cannon Rush, but it is also just a safety protocol against the Nexus, well, against the pull first of the Zerg opponent. And well, CheeseKing denies the third, well, the natural. He's probably gonna deny the third as well. And let's see, will he? Yes, he will. Most likely, I think he will. It's really looking like it. And we see that sprEEEzy is actually gonna kill the probe. Wow, CheeseKing not taking a look there. That's a bit of a mishap. Also leaving the pylon on. Well, at least forcing the first couple of zealots lings to go after the pylon, not after CheeseKing. But the thing is, the rush distance here is so low, long that basically you can afford to cancel the pylon and still have more than enough time to have your well, the rush distance, actually, my apologies, is not as long, but still is long, if you know what I mean. There's no detours or anything like that. It still takes a little time before you manage to reach your opponent's main. In any case, looking like a normal Forge expansion for CheeseKing. Kurat sprEEEzy is taking double expansions behind this, so he's really gonna ramp up his production soon. And CheeseKing scouting this, trying to see what exactly sprEEEzy is gonna do. He confirms it is a double hatchery. Tries to pull back, gonna lose the probe. There's no doubt about it. But yeah, the question is, what will CheeseKing do now? And usually the thing is, well, the fact is that it's up to the Protoss to decide the tempo of the game, or at least not the tempo of the game, whether more than the actual happenings in the game, because rarely does Zerg actually go for a head-on assault against opponents, against Protoss players. And let's see, CheeseKing, he's trying to get the scout off. He's gonna go nothing yet. No additional gases in the natural, obviously not really needed. He's got the cybernetic score only now finishing up, so it would be a little bit of an over exaggeration to take additional gases. We also have, let's see, well, so far it's looking like a normal play from both players. sprEEEzy being a little bit greedy, taking a lot of drones. Also, you know, why not? Because you can. Yes, we can. And plus one weapon starting up for CheeseKing, interestingly enough. Also adding up, well, nothing yet. We might see something. It could be nothing, actually, but it might be something. Well, that's the paradox right there in itself. But we have the robotics facility starting up for CheeseKing, interestingly enough. So it appears to be a normal, just safe opener for Protoss players. And I dare to assume that CheeseKing's decision whether or not to go Cannon Rush was upon scouting the pool first. Obviously, because if pool first comes down, especially at 13, it's a little bit hard to actually manage the Cannon Rush. But I guess, you know, some are pros in this. And 3 additional gateways being added up by CheeseKing. Okay, I can manage with that. This could be a... Wait a second. This smells like Immortal All-In to me. It surely is looking like it. Chrono Boost though not going down to the +1 weapons, but it does not need to go down because there is still much time to afford, and we have the War Prism on the way, so we're gonna see Zealots being dropped into the main of sprEEEzy. And let's see, will there be more gateways or only the 4 remaining? Well, I think we might remain at 4 for the time being, but it's definitely gonna be down to CheeseKing to add up additional ones. In either case, well, we have the War Prism out. There's nothing on the map for sprEEEzy to be able to scout this. So if CheeseKing goes through a normal route through the left-hand side bank, he should be pretty okay, like this, and just into the main. If he goes through the Zelnaga tower, well, then he's gonna be scouted. And bad luck, Brian. I guess sprEEEzy will see that. And let's see. And sprEEEzy will see that. Yeah, he sees it. He sees it. And well, what does sprEEEzy do? He's got a couple of spores on the way. He's expecting maybe DTs. Oh, what a micro! Whoa, what the hell was that? There was some micro right there. sprEEEzy dropping, oh well, CheeseKing dropping Zealots, and he's gonna start whooping in Zealots as well. One Zealot, he's supply blocked a little bit, CheeseKing that is. We should be seeing more warpins if need be. We see the Zealots are wrecking havoc, the drones starting to die, and this is actually a really good trade for CheeseKing right now. sprEEEzy having a hard time dealing with this. We see the Mothership Core still very much alive, and additional weapons now coming in. And this is still very good for CheeseKing. He's at 47 drones against 56. Actually 8 drones killed, which is the nice drone kill count. Will it be enough here though? We've got Immortals behind this getting ready, +1 armor as well. So those Zealots are not gonna die that quickly. And let's see. Morlings being killed. Hydralisk on the way now, so that War Prism will be killed. And right now what CheeseKing wants to do is return home with it. Does not want to lose it. The Mothership Core actually might die here. That would definitely be unwanted for. We see the War Prism has returned home, but not actually home. It has returned to go into the main of sprEEEzy, which probably will warp in a couple of more units. The Mothership Core is a very hefty price for sprEEEzy. He's gonna push all of his units out of position. Oh, this could be devastating for him. I think CheeseKing right now, what he's gonna do is start whooping in 4 Zealots, go into the main, drop and warp 4 more if he can. But here comes the move out, and this Immortal All-In against Hydralisk doesn't really work too well if you're behind, well, if you don't have any bulk force to deal with the damage. But we have the weapons coming in, and this will prompt sprEEEzy to separate his units in half, or his army in half, otherwise he's gonna lose the main, and this could be devastating for him, keep in mind. So let's see what exactly sprEEEzy does there. I mean, I think CheeseKing wants to just take down the 3rd base and basically force field everything off. And here come the Zealot weapons 2 by 2, so they're kind of paired up like friends. And here comes the, well, nice force fields there. sprEEEzy knows he cannot overextend here, he can't afford to lose too much. And we see the Zealots are still wrecking havoc. And that's actually, well, a hefty loss for sprEEEzy, to be honest. And here comes CheeseKing. He's gonna force field himself off through the right hand side bank, and he's gonna take down the 3rd base, and there's nothing sprEEEzy can do about it. And we have a couple of Hydras spawning in. We see recall gonna be utilized immediately. And oh, the Mothership Core gets sniped! Oh my god, CheeseKing losing the Mothership Core. A big mistake there. He's gonna lose the remainder of this army, and that was a big loss right now. And he just possibly lost the game because of it. And he's definitely gonna be smiling after this one, because he knows that that was a hefty loss. But oh my god, the lair actually might fall here. Look at the amount of Zealots in, and the lair is in danger right now. sprEEEzy might lose the hatchery, and he does it. He does lose it, and sprEEEzy in trouble. He's rebuilding his own hatchery on the natural, but at what cost? I mean, at home, well, he's got 0 economy left, only 1 base mining. The thing is, though, he's got a big army, and it's moving its ass towards CheeseKing right now. Here comes the big whooping of Zealots. Will there be enough here? That's a good question. Beautiful force fields by CheeseKing. A couple of well, sentries, force, whatever, ready, but still, that's a lot of Hydralisk to deal with. 1-1 is not going to help you as much as it could have had. And we see that right now CheeseKing is running low on options. He's got the first Colossus on the way. It will not be quickly out enough, and this is not looking good for CheeseKing right now. He's gonna pull probes as well. Mothership Core gonna fight in this stead as well. The robotics facility might be sniped, and it will be killed. Oh, that's annoying for CheeseKing. And those probes are just keep on dying. And CheeseKing is in a little bit of a disarray. He is not looking too good. And he's trying to take down as many of those units as he can. He doesn't really get a good... this is so close. The natural still being killed. The Zealot's gonna kill the hatchery there. sprEEEzy not looking at it. He loses the hatchery. Oh my god, sprEEEzy's down to one base. So if those Hydras get killed, this could be possibly GG. And we see that the Photon Overcharge is out just in time. CheeseKing pulling a clutch maneuver out of this one. And sprEEEzy losing Hydralisk left and right. The natural still gone. sprEEEzy is in trouble, to be honest, and we see he's reinforcing at all times with everything he has. The problem is, even if he reinforces at all times, to what end does he do it? Because at this point, CheeseKing is on 2 base, sprEEEzy is on 1 base, and we see the robotics facility being rebuilt. Zealots should be enough for a couple of sentries and a couple of more additional Zealots being warped in. Those stalkers, well, not stalkers, but anything else then that is not required. We see Zealots now fighting the main in the natural of sprEEEzy, killing drones additionally, and this is what a clutch game. Indeed, right now sprEEEzy fighting for his tournament survival. We see the War Prism is still being very active, and it has definitely paid off for itself. And at this point, CheeseKing, well, he had lost a lot of technology, at least to some degree, but he still has the 1-1 complete. He's gonna have the robotics bay up in no time. Robotics facility, not robotics bay, and this is not looking good right now for the Croatian Zerg player. sprEEEzy having a hard time dealing with this. We see the hatchery in the main being targeted down again. Blink play behind this being added up by CheeseKing. He really wants to go all out on this one, doesn't he? And we have War Prism running around, and that's gonna be close, so close. Wow, that would have been close, almost getting killed. But yeah, CheeseKing, he has dealt the damage required, and sprEEEzy is on his knees begging for survival, begging to not be killed at the hands of his merciful god CheeseKing. Well, I don't know how merciful he is, but still, sprEEEzy has a lot of units out. 50, well, currently at how much? Well, he's currently at 23 Hydralisk, which is a lot of them, but still, there's gonna be DTs, there's gonna be Archons, there's gonna be Blink Stalkers, and there's gonna be a lot of units dealing with this, and sprEEEzy, I mean, don't get me wrong, he's got a nice army to go up against Zealots and Immortals and Sentries, but once the Colossus starts stepping out, and the Archons maybe, well, even Archons, and it might not end well for him, to be honest. And again, sprEEEzy is trying to rebuild his economy. He's rebuilt his main. He still has no lairs and no spire. Nothing can be achieved here. And sprEEEzy is in disarray. +2 weapons about to finish. Well, on the way for CheeseKing as well. Dark Shrine about to finish up. Robotics Bay. Double Robotics Bay. What? Okay, that's mind play right there. Probably a safety call by CheeseKing. And here come the War Prism. I think the Overseer, yeah, Overseer is still there. So, shouldn't be a problem for... I think the hatchery does die though. I think the hatchery goes down. Hatchery goes down. I don't know. It's going to be so close. The damage output is great, and it will die. Oh my god. Hatchery does get killed again. sprEEEzy back to 1 base. Well, now 2 base because he has rebuilt his 3rd base. But the problem is, well, the fact of the matter is, he's still behind 2 bases from CheeseKing economy. His own economy is just not close enough to be enough, and you see the Colossus are starting to ramp up in numbers. As soon as there are 2-3 Colossus out, this army can go bye-bye, and sprEEEzy is not looking that good right now, honestly. And as we can see, and it is what can I say, it is not looking good, honestly. Well, the good thing is the War Prism is low on HP, could be sniped now. Even at that point, I don't know. Finally Lair on the way for sprEEEzy, and what a final game here. Well, a possible final game, but it seems like it will be the final game, because with the Colossus out now, CheeseKing is looking unbeatable. And CheeseKing is moving out on the map, might catch a lot of Hydralisk off ground. This could be devastating. A big sandwich though getting ready down from sprEEEzy. Let's see. That's a lot of units, and here comes the big sandwich. What an engagement down from sprEEEzy. That's a beautiful concave he's getting ready for, but the force fields do kind of say, nope, not gonna happen, bro. I will deny you everything, and you get basically denied. And +2 weapons now complete as well. Those Colossus are massive amounts of damage ready. And sprEEEzy, I think this is where he's gonna be. Well, I think my time is up. And the 3 Colossus firepower is this is it. CheeseKing pushing through, and this is gonna be GG. sprEEEzy gonna be forced to tap out of this game. CheeseKing gonna go into the finals with a 2-0 score over